And there you can see it for the second time ever. For the third time overall. The newly repainted red Hell in a Cell cage will be used. But for the first time ever, it will be combined with a classical cage. The classic blue wrought iron bar 15-foot high steel cage, which will be used in the main event. It is going to be used 2 times, not only in this match, but in the main event, when Nathan gets in there with Peter Avalon. And oh my goodness. Seeing the
Joe Donnelly voted no on tax cuts. He voted no on Obamacare. Joe Donnelly voted against enhanced vetting for refugees. A vote for Mike Braun is a vote to make America great again.
there are separate rules in this match. You have to climb up the 2 cages and climb up that scaffold and retrieve the ignition key from above. Then you gotta put one of the opposition inside the chair of torture and then turn the key to activate the ignition switch and pull the fatal lever to render one of the teammates of an opposing team helpless. And then the final thing to do is escape both cages. Let's go up to our ring announcer and get this 20th anniversary of our special match underway. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the 20th anniversary of the trap match. The rules are as follows. There will be 6 teams inside the 2 cages. Not only the classical blue wrought iron bar 15-foot high steel cage, but the newly red painted Hell in a Cell cage. And atop of that, a steel scaffold and the chair of torture. Mission number 1, to climb up the cages to reach the scaffold and reach for the ignition key above. And then put a member of the opposing team in the Chamber of Horrors chair of torture, and then use the key to activate the ignition switch and pull the fatal lever, which will render one of the teammates helpless. And then the final task is to escape both cages. Whoever reaches the ignition key, activate the ignition switch, pull the fatal lever, and to render an opposing teammate helpless and escape both cages will be the winner. And now, introducing first the inventors of the match. Introducing first, Kevin McAllister and Alex Pruitt. They are indeed the inventors of the match. And they're looking at this Hell in a Cell cage repainted. Where are you going to look at their opponents? Look at the opposition they're facing. 3 teams are from the movie Dogma. The Glick Ascendancy,
Get tonight's special. Great American State
the
dinner,
Dogma
$12.99.
Consortium, and the Wretched Refuge of the Gothic and Devils.
Starter or dessert. And for lunch, try one of our burgers, like the barbecue bacon burger. You can't fake steak.
And now we're waiting on their opponents to arrive. This is a most brutal match. Half of the competitors in this trap match have all signed liability waivers, not holding the Trojan Wrestling promoters accountable for what this match may do to them. And it is a match that these teams took on their own accord. If one of them get hurt, if one of their career end, they got no recourse. They took it on their own. Well, a distant rivalry has existed between factions, Jackal, the Glick Ascendancy, the Dogma Consortium, the Wretched Refuge of the Gothic and Devils, and now involved is the Bullet Club, the most infamous faction in all of professional wrestling, led by Cody Rhodes. I'm talking about the Bullet Club. But first, we'll have to introduce the 4 other teams before we get to the Bullet Club. Daisy and Denny of Jackal are up after this ad.
When the
And now, introducing their opponents. Introducing first, Daisy, Kenneru, Kateo, Denny, Kenny, and Jakey, infamously known as Jackal. Jackal, one of the most infamous groups in the past decade or so, became the former Trios champions. And now, introducing team number 3. Azrael and Serendipity, the Click Ascendancy. Loki and Bartleby, the Dogma Consortium. And last but certainly not least, the Wretched Refuge of the Gothic and Devils. Next is the Bullet Club.